Oh, come on now.
Ooh, Manny Machado did not agree with strike three, and he's been ejected.
Salzer's going to go too.
He threw his helmet down. He was fined for that. He already been fined for throwing his helmet there. And then Bryce, it didn't look like it was all that heated. It was strike two that he was upset about. So it's just way too early if you're the umpire to do this.
That one fouled off of Altuve's leg. It's played by Vientos. Nobody made the call. Directed the baseball, and unfortunately nobody on the bases saw that clearly. And so Jose is going to be out on the ground out, and Jose just fired his helmet.
Strike three. Judge not throw with that call. And he gets thrown out. I mean, he's ever been thrown out.
They inspected him for the sticky stuff and didn't like what they found. And he has just been thrown out of this game. So Diaz comes on.
1-2. And he sets him down 98 inside. Ryan O'Hearn, a real big issue with the zone tonight.
Yeah, he's been called out
and
twice.
And strike three called, and Bichette slams down his helmet, unless maybe it escalates with more words. Let's see if we can get a look here.
Check swing. Did not go.
Boy, thought he did. Craig Counsell bouncing up to the top step of the dugout, marking a Junior Valentine down there. Wow.
Craig Counsell's just been ejected. So Crawford behind. Strike three called. Man, that high strike. Yeah, JP's got to watch out right now, and he just got run. That storm has been brewing since the first pitch of the game.
Not stop arguing, and it would eventually get thrown out by the home plate umpire, Nestor Ceja.
Yeah, I'm not sure why Nestor Ceja is throwing out Mauricio Dubon when he was arguing with Carlos Torres, usually the crew chief.
And he's been ejected.
Second time he's got into it with Carlson, and that was clearly a ball.
And now Torres been ejected.
Mark Carlson giving it to both Jock and now to
Caught the inside corner, according to Jansen Visconti. Jazz disagreed.
Jazz better watch out. Once you start to look back at an umpire and you start to throw your hands up.
Credence to it, but Jazz sat right next to Mel and kept going.
clearly was frustrated. David Bell raced out in defense of his pitcher, and he gave the guff to Corey Blazer, tossed almost immediately.
And he strikes him out. You can tell Lawrence Butler frustrated.
I got to tell you, Lawrence Butler is going to head to the showers. John Tumpain.
Mark Kotsay might
much like to answer here in the bottom of the first inning. And that is strike three. Profar doesn't like it, ends the inning, throws the bat, and the helmet has been tossed. Ejected by the home plate umpire, Ramon DeHave.
Could not hold up. Down on strikes. Called out by Mike Malinsky, the home plate umpire. And Derek Shelton is out. Being warned by Malinsky, and Derek Shelton has been ejected.
Boy, you can tell Verdugo is not happy with that outside corner. He got punched out on a pitch that he thought was way outside, and now Aaron Boone, piece of his mind. And he gets thrown out. You can see that coming.
Swing and a miss. He got him from 3-0 to a strikeout of Siri, and he put 3 pitches, just like Neil was saying, right at the edges. And Siri is angry with Ryan. Did he just get tossed?
He did.
Outside corner, and Nico very frustrated, and he's been ejected.
Shane's going to get strike three called, so they're not happy. Bob Melvin, the manager, started to come out, and he was ejected by the plate umpire.
Jacob Young takes the 3-0 fastball on the edge. Well, somebody's gone. Alfonso Marquez said several times, no more, stop.
And defending his guy and knowing that, hey, my guy's making his pitches too.
Here's the moment Bud Black gets himself thrown out of the game after being denied the opportunity for a review. I'm guessing, and we were debating on whether or not too much time had expired.
And in there, and he took one too many. Now he's going to argue that with a home plate up rehack, and he is going to be tossed out.
And like I said, Connor's still in it, and he can go there, but now you've got to put a guy like Devers in at third, and we don't know.
His piece, and Skip wants to know the count. This could be the one right here. And now he's officially been thrown out. And Laz going right back and forth with Skip.
And now Chapman is chapped with the home plate umpire Moscoso. Well, Chapman said something, and that was it.
And that's a strike. 0-1. Glad he didn't like the call. And Ryan Wills is hearing it from the Blue Jay dugout. And here comes John.
Lose a runner when second base was obviously blocked.
He wants to go out and talk to the second base umpire. And he's saying, you know, the rules in place.
And he just got tossed.
Yep. Well, Davey is hot now.
He got tossed by the home plate umpire, Corey Blazer, and he wasn't really talking to Blazer.
Ooh, and he hit Siri. 3-0 mistake, and he got Siri in the leg. Second hit batter for Freddie.
Got him in the leg.
And they just toss him. They just tossed Freddie Peralta. No warnings. Now that's not okay.
Somebody in the dugout.
And somebody just got thrown out. James Hoy not having it here in this first inning. That is Drew Butera.
Yep.
26. And somebody just got thrown out in the Yankee dugout. Looks like it could be James Rowson. They have not liked the strike zone all day. Yankee hitting coach has been ejected, but that seems more like a cumulative.
And John Schneider, I believe he's hot at the third base umpire, Paul Clemens, over the check swing call on what Schneider felt should have been a strikeout. And, you know, this is a frustrated group from top to bottom.
Done for the day. So looking into the dugout, see if we can pick anything up. Now by that point, Skip wasn't talking.
Ronel Blanco is having his glove checked. Laz Diaz, the crew chief, and the 4 umpires conferring right now.
Feels like they're putting their hand inside Ronel's glove to feel it. Now, if you have enough sweat, they're going to eject him.
Wow. They are going to.
That's terrible.
Is it up? Well, Marte thinks it up and thinks it's up, but Gonzalez calls him out. They had some words, but then Marte started walking out to right field to take his position, and that is when Gonzalez threw him out. And in my opinion, you know, the umpires always.
Is on the inside corner at 97. It's big strike zone for both clubs. Bradish has his first punch out. So Lars Nootbaar is on his way out. Did he just get thrown out of this game?
Conversation went out. He's retracting it. And it's now the Rangers are going to argue. Oh, this is unbelievable. I'm still not sure I understand what's going on with these guys. Oh, and Boats has just been ejected. That didn't take long.
97 sears the inner edge. And Cal Raleigh caught looking for out number 1. And Cal is not happy. And now Ty's trying to turn to Garver, and now
Here's the 2-1. Breaking ball down and in. Check the swing. No swing. It's 3 balls and 1 strike.
And now Lopez has just been tossed, Howie. Ramon DeJesus at third. The third base umpire just tossed the pitcher.
Umpires are going to talk it over. This was in Chicago where the game ended on the chance to make the catch. I understand the rule, Paul, but the guy has to have a path back to the base.
This is unfortunate for the Yankees.
Yeah, so Craig Counsell was ejected by the plate umpire, Brennan Miller. And now
And now Davey Martinez is livid at Malachi Moore.
But we could hear it.
And Davey just got run. Now Davey's going chest to chest and nose to nose. And now he's going toward home plate, and he kicks some dirt over home plate.
Well, Mark Kotsay.
Just got tossed. Home plate umpire James Hoy looked over at the dugout and started yelling, and then quickly tossed Mark.
In the second inning.
And somebody just got tossed. And Pete Walker, I guess, is the guy. He didn't like that last pitch wasn't called a strike. Schneider's trying.
Mad at Alan Porter. I believe he's already thrown him out. Pointing at that plate. This goes back to the Dahlbeck at bat and a couple of others where the Red Sox have been upset with the home plate umpire. It just boils up.
Oh, and Cal rarely beefs. He didn't like that either. You know it's bad when Cal beefs. You know it's bad. Scott's going to earn one here.
Reviewable. So this is the best that he can do. And it's just an old school manager and umpire argument.
And Q, you rarely see him lose his cool, man. But I'll tell you what, he's backing up his player. That's for sure, his star player.
Over that last half where there's the double chalk all the way to first base. And Bochy is still letting Vic Carapazza hear it.
Vic is wrong in this case. Bochy's correct. There he goes.
He's going to lead. This is not only because of what's going on here, but it's also because of the strike zone today.
Umpire needs to have a little more discretion. I know Rob's pissed.
This is
not.
But walking closer to an ejection. Now it seems like Nick Marley, the home plate umpire, is trying to aggravate somebody in the Diamondback bullpen, and now there's the ejection.
Well, you knew that was going to happen as soon as Torrey was having to slow.
Melvin.
You've been ejected.
Top of the ninth, the 1-2. Check swing. He did not go.
Bud Black, the Rockies manager, screaming at Barksdale, and he's just been thrown out of the game.
Man, it looked like he went from where up.
Well, I think Mark Kotsay right now just going to kind of come and go through the motions in terms of letting DJ Rayburn speak his piece. So if it's not
much longer, even though he's got a lead in the game.
It looks like Aaron Boone has been thrown out of this game. So Aaron Boone thrown out by Derek Thomas. Yeah, Boone will be happy to wear that one for his pitcher if it had to be one or the other.
Because he let him say his piece at the plate, and then when he got in the dugout, he wanted to keep talking. Why do you even care at that point, Hunter? He's in the dugout. He said that's two. I mean, Hunter might have warned him and said, not another peep out of you.
Left-hander Joe Mantiply is the new pitcher, and Ben May is going to call a pitch timer violation. The Diamondbacks can't believe it. And they just threw Torey Lovullo, I believe, out of this game. Maybe it's...
And again, same exact spot with the fastball outside. David Bell is not happy, and he's just been kicked out of the game. So David Bell has just been...
Made an ejection. Pedro Grifol thrown out of this game for arguing balls and strikes. He had been chirping, and if he was trying to get a ticket out of here...
Lofton have already started the conversation. Lofton has to go around him in some way, right?
Right. Okay, now that's a little bit over 3 feet.
And Q just got ejected.
Phase one. Strike three called at the bottom of the zone as Myers goes down looking. He has struck out 3 times tonight. He has not been happy. And somebody's just been ejected. Perhaps Myers.
Well, actually extended it a little bit on both sides. Does not touch him.
No, he missed the tag. And now Pat Murphy is going to get some reinforcements from Ricky Weeks, and Murph just got tossed by Brendan Miller. Hudson deals. And he struck him out. That's the 3rd strikeout for Adames, and Willie just got tossed. Thomas was looking back at Mark Ripperger.
On the corner. Ooh, yes, it was on the corner. Strike 3 called a slider, perfectly painted.
Yeah, EQC Tracer has it right there.
And somebody just got...
Although we're not certain, I believe that Matt Blake, the pitching coach of the Yankees, got thrown out arguing with Edwin Moscoso about the strike zone. Yeah, he got thrown out. So Matt Blake, the pitching coach, is done for the night.
Too far behind St. Louis, holding the second wild card. Strike 3 call to Pilar. Well, that one seemed
way off the plate. That was way off the plate.
It seemed like an 11-0 type.
That call, strike 3.
That's not
He's down.
He just throw him out?
I think he did.
And Iglesias takes strike 3 called. Slider got him looking. He thought it was a ball. And that's the second out.
That's 2 now. The Alonso pitch for strike, which was a really bad run.
Do it up here and have that success so that then you have the confidence. And so far, so good for Leo. But oh, somebody just got tossed. Looks like Chris Bassett.
Well, Chris Bassett. John Schneider's coming out. This is not reviewable. And both Varsho and Schneider, and Schneider kicked out.
Well, Aaron Boone, between innings, has been thrown out. He was barking at the home plate umpire, and he had his say. And then Jimenez said, "You're out." So that's the 38th time it is.
And we will go there, apparently without Skip Schumacher, who has just been tossed. Rather calmly, I would say, by the home plate umpire, Rob Drake.
Well, it's been brewing. You tossed him, and AC came out to get his money's worth. First time he's been ejected since June 8th at the White Sox.
The hat came off and everything. And I'll tell you right now, OB, you made a great point.
Behind Stanek. And there's strike three called. Shotwell can't believe it. Mike Estabrook, the home plate umpire, has ejected Shotwell, who is irate at the third strike call.
And Bunch, he wanted a little bit more, and Moscoso said, "Nope, that's enough." And look, Boch, you understand too here.
Got him. And given how we've seen the strike zone expand for Sears.
This time a little bit lower and gets a call. And now McCutcheon says, "You gave him that other one." And right away, Nestor Seiya doesn't want to hear it. And somebody just got tossed immediately.
In front of the mound, yeah, somebody tossed.
I'm wondering if it was Wells. That's costly if you throw out your catcher.
Yes, especially in a situation.
There's no other way to put it. The strike zone has been all over the place today. George Springer rung up on a pitch low of the zone. He was talking to Laz Diaz, and Kevin Gausman, right before God Bless America, really going at the home plate.
And yeah. You're seeing he's getting his money's worth. Yep, I knew it was coming. I was just fixing to say, you're about to see Snick.
Look at Cowsley. He said, "That's not a strike."
Yeah, Larry Vanover just threw somebody out of the Orioles dugout. I don't know who, but somebody had it coming, and Brandon Hyde's going to come out.
He's been thrown out of the game. Now, the definition of obstruction is when a fielder either not in possession of the ball or not in the act of fielding a throw.
That one? Oh, my goodness. Come on. That's not a strike. That's not close to a strike. And Bob Melvin just got kicked out of the game, and I don't blame him. I mean, that's a...
Let's take a look at the final pitch of last half inning. Ellie De La Cruz thought it was low. He had a calm but extended conversation with home plate man and crew chief Bill Miller. And after seemingly that conversation
came over to protect him. This is a full week's worth, if not more, of pent-up frustration for the Guardians. And it might be coming to a head here tonight.
Sometimes that's a strike, sometimes it's not.
Well, it needs to be called, and the Cardinals bench, well, there he goes. There's Ollie.
Figured it was coming. Ollie has been barking all night.
Rangers had the bases loaded.
Wyatt Langford just in disbelief.
And Boch wants to get his.
He might get run right
here. Yeah. Yep. Oh, and there it is. He's been tossed.
George said that hit me.
No, wait, that ball hit George Springer's foot and directionally changed
He just threw him out. Gonzalez might have said something that really tripped the trigger.
That's for sure. That's well below the strike zone, especially when you see Perez bring that glove up so quickly.
Vic Carapazza with a quick hook on Johnny Washington, the Angels hitting coach. Edwards does not like that call, and he just did.
He's going to get because he's going to. For the Royals, since they got him. Here's the next pitch. That's called strike. Boy, the Angels are shouting at the home plate umpire, Mike Estabrook.
After the pitching change, Pat Murphy just got ejected from Ryan Walsh, the home plate umpire, is on his way back into the dugout.
That's how I felt rolling out of bed this morning.
That good, huh?
Or that bad.
Yeah.
The breaking ball on Caballero
Oh, he's leaning into it. I think Brock Ballou actually has a point.
Strike 3 called, and the Cubs do nothing. Wisdom has been thrown out of the game. Wisdom slammed his helmet down. He says, I didn't say a word to James Jean.
To waved at and missed. Well, he came all the way back to get him. Now he's barking at Clemens. Here comes Corey. He is thrown out of the ball game.
Said that zone was bad. If anybody in this league knows the strike zone, it's him. But Alex Tosi took it upon himself to throw out the Astros all-star third baseman and made it about him instead of the game.
2 years later, managed the Padres. And a strike 3 called. Pirates are indeed frustrated.
And Derek Shelton is out of the dugout right now.
In fact, he's just waiting to get tossed now.
Oh, sorry, Steve. And that's it. It looks like Grady Sizemore has been tossed, and he is hot.
Oliver Marmol and Lance Barrett not seeing eye to eye in the strike zone. And Ollie just got run.
Got tossed by Alex Tosi in the first game of the Kansas City series. Oh, that might have been Joe that got tossed. Maybe Breggie's still in the game. Breggie pointed at himself like, did you just get me?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Get out of here. Come on, man. And De La Cruz is right to argue here.
He is. That is not